Hello, I am Russell96 and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Castle Progress. We're gonna start, what I think I'm gonna do first for this episode is probably more or less do what I did in the last SMP episode, and that would be ask you guys about whether or not you want me to use a texture pack, because on the server, the person who just got on, Jedi Colorist, or Don is his actual name, he showed the rest of us, or most of the rest of us on the server, a texture pack that looks really good. So let's switch over to that quickly, or technically a resource pack. I'm gonna use the default or the unedited version first. I had to change one thing that kinda bugged me, but I fixed it, so it's not really an issue. But anyway, let's let everything load in. And what I think that this resource pack also has at least some shaders, because my brightness is still on bright, but it is noticeably darker. And I realize the sun is setting, it's not just that. But what do you guys think of this texture pack? I think it looks really good, but I don't want to force anyone. Well, I wouldn't technically be forcing anyone, but I know some people don't like texture packs, like they only use default and never a texture pack. But on the flip side of that, there's people who really hate default and never use anything but a texture pack, or they never use default. I guess that would make more sense. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys think about the texture pack. I know I already said all of this in the SMP episode, or the last SMP episode as of recording this video, because yeah, if you're watching this at a later date, not all of this will really make sense. But yeah, anyway, just let me know what you guys think about the texture pack, and I think I will be using this for the rest of the video, just to give you guys like a better feel for it, because you can't get a complete feel for a texture pack in only seeing it for a few minutes. You need to be exposed for it for a while for it to get broken in, I guess. I'm fairly sure that's what I want to say. Probably a more efficient, better way to say it, but whatever. Anyway, like I said in last episode, I think we're going to take a break from working on the Lord's Chamber over there, because we've been working on it for we were working on it for quite a few episodes, so I think a break from it is in, it's called for, I guess. That's not how I want to say that, but I can't think of anything else. Anyway, before we do get started on something else, this is the part that's bugging me. The carpet has different textures. It looks like burlap strips on my nice carpet and tablecloth. And that is why I have this version that gets rid of the special carpet and just makes it the wool. So let's load that in, and voila, carpet's good again. And it's not the connected textures like the rest of the stuff. Oh, and that is something I forgot to mention in the SMP episode. Using this texture pack requires Optifine. That's why there's so many different settings and all that fun stuff. But that's really not all that big of an issue, because installing even simple mods is ridiculously easy. But yeah, I fixed the carpet. I guess we could just run around for a little bit to show different things with the texture pack on. For the most part, I think everything is an improvement. It is a little bit annoying from a building perspective that there's the knots in the wood, or where branches were sawed off. That's not really a knot, because I guess whatever. But that just adds to the realism of the entire thing. But I really like the look of like basically all of the textures, because like everything looks really good. Okay, let's just run out to this courtyard, and then I think I will go and get stuff. Oop, wrong doorway. But yeah, then I'll go get stuff to go building, and we'll start working on something. I'm gonna get rid of the gray stained glass anyway, so no reason to really look at that part per se. But like, this looks really good now. Let's look at the stained glass more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this texture pack. This is how everything's looking, and it even adds like nice little features like those auroras in the sky. Even animates all the different, or not all the items, but like the torch is actually moving, which is another cool addition. But yeah, like I said earlier, I am going to go grab some building materials and we'll start working on stuff. I bet you didn't guess we were gonna be up here now, did ya? Anyway, what I figured I would do as something to kind of get away from working on the Lord's Chamber, I'm fairly sure that's what we're gonna go with as far as what that building is. Anyway, if you haven't really noticed from just watching these videos over time, I much prefer exterior building than interior building, and I think that's probably why working on the Lord's Chamber was getting a little bit stale for me. I swear, it's the curse of having like just one block or 3 blocks to jump over. If it's available in Minecraft, you're just gonna end up jumping between everything just to pass time. But anyway, what I figured we could do would be continue work on the like overall exterior of the castle, because for me, the like overall look of the exterior of the castle is probably the #1 priority. Like, I want it to look nice, and then I'll try and fit in practical uses for everything later. So now that I've sufficiently got in my jumping between battlements for the day, what we're gonna do first is build up. Actually, let's jump down here without killing ourselves. I am going to build this like wall design on each side of this segment, because it goes down over there and it goes on the top of this wall, and I'm still not completely sure how I want to go about working on this part over here. I know I want it to be the like main building of the castle, which would have some sort of really cool front of the building up here and have the main building be up all in this area, and I'm not sure what I would put in between the grand hall and this and the big building up here. But we'll work on that part later. We might actually start working on that fairly soon if I like think of what to actually do with it. Then again, it might be one of those projects where it would be best to just kind of go for it. Anyway, since I can't really remember how I built this, and because I've built it like in earlier videos, I don't really see a purpose of recording the process of building 2 more segments, well, not segments, but I guess strips of that design. I'll probably only go to about here, because again, I don't know what I'm going to entirely be doing for past that part. We'll get to it eventually, but yeah, I'm going to build these strips of wall off camera so we can get right into doing something new. Okay, I have those wall segments built that I marked out earlier. I'm trying to think of the best way to get up there, because I don't really have any staircase or anything of that sort to get up there, so Ender Pearl. Oh, thought I might have missed that, but then again, it would have been really impressive if I did miss that, because giant tower in the way of Ender Pearl. Anyway, I definitely bit off more than I could do right now by starting working up here, because as soon as I built all of this, I started thinking about, I don't really want this building that I would potentially build up here to be connected to this tower, or that tower for, like, consistency, but mainly that tower because this tower is much larger. Because it wouldn't really make sense to have a building built into the top part of a tower. It might look good, I really don't know. I just, like, thinking about it in my mind, it does not seem like a thing that I would want to do. So then I started thinking about, if we don't want it to hit that tower, where would we want the building to start? And well, another odd thing about this place, or this part of the castle in general, is it's an even number between the very edges of the towers, but if you go from edge of the top part of the tower to the other edge, it's an odd number, which is centered here. And for the overall feel of the castle, I would say it would seem more centered for the building to be centered on this block, because it would be in the center of this opening. And now that I think about it, that's not a very large opening in the first place, so whatever we build up here, we probably won't be able to see it all that well from the ground. I mean, we would be able to see it, but unless the design really, well, not contrast, but if it, like, what am I trying to say? Like, if it sticks out enough that would be easy enough to see from the ground, I guess. Because, like, right now, since everything is built using a similar design, which is kind of what I'm going for, like, everything just kind of blends into being one building. So I'm not really sure how visible a building at this part would be, per se. And I'm not really sure how much taller I want the castle to be overall either. And I feel like if, before we build something here, we should probably build the main, like, I want what we build in the very center, and it's gonna be a big building. It would probably be, like, a good, I would say 50 blocks wide, because it's about 100 blocks from wall to wall, so it would be a very large, really good looking building in the center part. I feel like we should probably build that before we build more stuff on the very edges, if that makes any logical sense at all. So what I think we're gonna do for the rest of this episode is finish up this wall, because like I said earlier, oof, I fell. I did not want to fall. We're gonna be building a tower here to transition from this building into the wall, and then the tower should be good enough of a transition between the wall segments also. I think it should look good overall, but let's make it anyway just to get the full feel for it. And yeah, if any of you guys have any idea, and I'm doing the entire spin the cursor thing again, I really have to stop doing that. Anyway, if any of you guys have any idea of what I could put for that part, I have no idea where the stairs go, because, okay, they go on this block. Yep, I just have to make it upside down. Anyway, finishing my thought, if any of you guys have any ideas of what else I could put up here besides just another building, let me know. One of the ideas I had was maybe just make a courtyard and, like, leave this area open along up here, and maybe put some type of garden or something up there. I'm not completely sure. I definitely haven't fully, like, thought through the idea yet. I just kind of had a, I guess, glimpse of the idea. I haven't really expanded on it. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any ideas of what to do with this area as far as like well, yeah, just what to do with it in general, I guess. But since I built this wall design enough times to like remember what I did, that's why we're building it now, just to kind of refresh, I guess. You just, yeah, we're building it, so might as well do it on camera, I guess I could say, because it's not all that grunt work. It's still building, and it's probably been long enough since the last time I built this, because I do not remember the last time I built this, for it to be like relevant content, I guess. But yeah, kind of hit a brick wall as far as progress goes for new stuff this build, or this episode, because yeah, I just kinda started thinking about the overall build too much to really just start something new. But yeah, we'll just, like, I just want to finish this wall design, and then we'll probably start on the tower, and then I'll finish that off camera, because I would say the towers are definitely one of the things I probably have overbuilt in episodes. Like, it's gotten to the point where I probably should just cut out building the towers, but whatever. And one of the things as using this texture pack I've noticed is it's much harder to tell where the border is between blocks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but as far as building goes, it can be kind of annoying. But I kind of, oh god. Okay, there, we finally got it. But as far as building goes, it's kind of annoying, but overall I think it's a good thing to not be able to really tell where the like borders between blocks are, because you can't tell where the borders between the blocks are, which is good, I would have to say, because it gets rid of all the like repetitive patterns. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that's what I want to be saying. But we're almost done with building this wall segment. Wait a second. Okay. Then it goes like this, and that goes up a little bit more. There's the wall, and then an upside down slab there, and then battlements. Okay. And let's build that out a bit more. And a torch would go there. Good. Might as well just completely finish up this part while we're up here by placing all the blocks where all the blocks need to go. Okay, another stair goes there, and here. 2 blocks, another stair, or a few more stairs rather. And let's finish this part up. Okay. I guess another thing I could ask you guys, since I'm apparently asking you guys all sorts of stuff this episode, is there anything in specific you guys would want to watch me build on the castle, or just a part to work on in general that I might have stopped working on a while ago and have been meaning to get back to building it but really haven't? Because I mean, there's plenty of unfinished stuff like to work on in this castle. It's just a matter of actually starting working on it. Nope, torches go one higher up. So yeah, like, let me know if there's anything in specific you guys would want me to work on, because I have definitely kind of left several, like, plenty of things unfinished that we could also take a break from even working on the exterior to go finish. Oh god, we're dead. We're so dead. Well. And I'm fairly sure we landed inside the Lord's Chamber interior part area we kinda sectioned off. And I actually think it might make a little bit of sense to open up a doorway in the hallway to go into the Lord's chamber, because just having the one entrance isn't very all that practical. I mean, we wouldn't just have an open archway. We might as well say we tons of times now, because apparently I am. Like, we would definitely put at least the door, maybe a gate, like some sort of defensive structure, so it's not just open. Not completely sure about that. Well, I definitely want a door on the inside now that I think about it, because it would just be too odd to just have a door. Like, you have to go completely outside then enter. We could also just have a door somewhere like higher up in the castle where it's not as easily accessible, but still there. Let's see where that puts us. Close enough. And let's skip most of the staircase, because I have walked in spirals way, like, the staircase is nice and all, it's just really impractical for, like, general use in Minecraft. Before we start building the tower up, let's grab more stone. Well, not really stone, but cobblestone at least. Which we don't really have much at all. Okay. And it's been quite a while since, well, I should be able to remember how to build this tower, but I don't really have any close references to build it off of. Oh, wait, we can kind of just look over at one of these towers, I guess. So it's one. Okay, I think we should be good. Yeah, that was like, we might not be able to make it easily. Oh wait, we can. Yep. Let's first mark out all those stuff. Okay. It should be 5 blocks and then another stair. So 1, 2, 3. Why are we building the inside first? It's gonna be covered up anyway. Do. Okay. Let's try this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stair. More cobblestone. Okay. I think that's correct anyway. We'll probably only build one layer at a time, so we don't build like too far in advance and mess it up more, because it's not like I've never done that in the past. So wait, I have. And even though I have efficiency 5, it is a pain to redo stuff. Just looking at this, I think this should probably be stone bricks. Then there's this part. Let's actually build the tower back up to this point, which will leave those parts open in a manner of something like this, I believe. Okay, oh, let's break that. Okay, the cobblestone bit would be here. Yeah, it would. Then 3 blocks in between that. That would be the 3. And then this and that and this. Okay. Then as far as this next part goes, it's just a block on the side. How does this entire part go? I am fairly certain it is just something along the lines of this, but I might be doing it completely wrong, so we shall see. Let's actually go down a little bit. That part goes out like this. Okay, let's just do all this from down here, because no reason to have to jump all the way back down. And then one more block like that, where that would all connect up all nice like all this. Again, we're building the interior part right now. I'm not really sure how much of it will stay there, because we might just completely open up the tower on the inside for, I guess, convenience sake. Anyway, I would say that does indeed look correct. The only other part would be this part, which then we would make or add more onto the inside and make an arch, like so. Okay, that does look correct, and I think I am going to leave this little gap in like this and rotate this stair block 90 degrees. Okay, I would say that looks good. Let's replace this with stone bricks, and I would say that is a fairly good transition. Oh, we actually messed up something on this wall segment we just built. This should be cobblestone, like so. Okay. I don't really want to ramble on too much for this video, so I think we might be done fairly soon. I just wanted to more or less finish up this part. That should probably be stone bricks, and let's just build this part down. I think this would probably end up looking the best anyway. Yeah, I would say that is probably good for that part, because we don't really need to completely close it off, because it's still accessible, and now that I think about it, this is a pointless, I think it's matriculation, is how it's pronounced. I think so anyway. Don't count on me doing that correctly though, because you wouldn't be able to hit anyone with this unless they're on this very specific part of this roof, which is highly unlikely. But yeah, I think that all works out fairly nicely, so I guess what I'm gonna do now is finish building this tower. I probably won't get to building the very top part of it, but we'll go up at least 2, maybe 3 segments, and then we'll finish off the video from there. Okay, I built up most of the tower. I still need to do one more layer and then the top part, but I am pretty much out of time for recording today, and I didn't want to put it off another day because I wanted to get the Minecraft videos like off of the same days of the Dark Souls 2 videos, because they've been lining up on the same days like a lot. So I want to try and start uploading the Minecraft videos on the days where the Dark Souls 2 videos aren't, and right now those videos are set to every other day, and they're really oh god, I'm dead. Oh, yay. But Dark Souls videos are much easier to just record in masses than Minecraft videos, especially this series, because I have to do a lot of off-camera building, because I've probably spent like a good, well, probably in between 2-ish or around 2-ish hours just building everything I did today off camera mostly. But anyway, I would say that the transition to the tower between everything is really good. I really like how it looks, and I would say that it's gonna look even better once we actually finish the tower. But I'll get around to doing that off camera. And I also realized that I don't have these those stairs rotated 90 degrees like I do on the other side. I still need to change that gray stained glass to the other stained glass, because it's bugging me up. I heard a zombie. I want to find out where it is. Drop all productivity to find the baby zombie. I said that really weird, but whatever. Ooh, this actually looks really good now that it's not all just dirt. Like, there's pebbles and grass bits mixed into it also. I like it. Okay, that brings up like the entire ending the video reminder bits. I completely ruined that segue. Anyway, remember to leave a comment whether or not you like the texture pack or not, because it's one of those things that it really doesn't like matter to me either way it goes, because I could just switch to default when recording if people don't like it, and if people like it, I just keep using it. Really, yeah, I can go either way. It does not really matter to me. So, and if you don't comment, I'm just gonna like interpret it as an indifference. So, yeah, remember to do that if it concerns you. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. And I think that is all for this video. Oh, and another reminder, if you have any ideas of what I could do for the top part that I was talking about earlier, I'd be glad to hear those suggestions. Okay, now I think it's all. Anyway, that's all for today, and I will see you guys next episode. Bye.